December 6, 2025, a date that will be remembered for years to come. As the world teeters on the brink of a new era, the world wakes to sirens and screens flashing red. This is not a drill. Across cities and towns, the air is thick with anxiety as emergency alerts pierce the early morning calm. Chinese naval fleets surge across the Taiwan Strait, air forces mobilize, and amphibious craft load troops. The scale and speed of the mobilization are unprecedented, signaling a coordinated and determined push. The long-feared crisis is here. For Taiwan's 24 million people, this is an existential threat, not a distant geopolitical game. Every family, every community, feels the weight of uncertainty pressing down. Fighter jets roar overhead as families huddle around televisions, phones buzzing with urgent alerts. The sound of engines and the glow of screens become the new soundtrack of daily life. In Washington, Brussels, and beyond, emergency meetings begin. The U.S., Taiwan's crucial, if unofficial partner, faces a defining choice. Allies scramble to coordinate, knowing that every second counts. The era of ambiguity is over. The world holds its breath as the first moves are made in a crisis that could reshape the global order. Newsrooms buzz with speculation and city streets fall eerily silent. US and allied surveillance assets, satellites, drones, and ships have tracked these movements for days. Every ship and aircraft analyzed in real time. Intelligence teams work around the clock, piecing together the unfolding strategy. This is the first test of a multi-layered defense, not just to react, but to disrupt and preempt, turning a swift invasion into a costly, drawn-out fight. The stakes have never been higher, and every decision matters. The strategy is called the Iron Wall, not a physical barrier, but a plan built on technology, readiness, and alliances. It's a shield forged from years of innovation and international cooperation. Its core idea: make the cost of invasion so high that China's leaders hesitate to act. Every move is calculated, every risk weighed against the potential for catastrophic loss. As reports of mobilization spread, the Iron Wall's hidden mechanisms activate, setting off a chain of events to protect Taiwan and preserve peace. Secret systems come online, and orders ripple through the defense network. The world is about to learn if years of preparation were enough. Soldiers and civilians alike brace for what comes next, united by hope and fear. The nightmare scenario is here, but so is the strategy designed to stop it. The coming hours will test resolve, technology, and the will to defend freedom. The fate of the Indo-Pacific, and perhaps the world, hangs in the balance. As dawn breaks, the world watches, waiting for history to unfold. The Iron Wall is America's answer to the threat of a Chinese invasion of Taiwan, a shift from strategic ambiguity to strategic clarity. Its goal: convince Beijing that any attack will meet overwhelming resistance from a US-led coalition. The plan is to buy time and inflict maximum damage from the first hour, focusing on disrupting the critical amphibious assault across the Taiwan Strait. The strait becomes a gauntlet. Mines, unmanned subs, anti-ship missiles, and artillery target the invasion fleet before it reaches Taiwan's shores. This is a joint effort. US, Taiwanese, Japanese, and Australian forces each play a pre-assigned role, multiplying defensive power. US submarines hunt ships, Japanese forces secure sea lanes, and Australian missiles target command centers. The Iron Wall is more than military might. It's alliances, economic pressure, and diplomatic resolve. Severe sanctions and diplomatic isolation would follow any attack, making the cost unbearable for China. The message aggression will trigger global consequences. The Iron Wall is built of steel, but reinforced by unity. It's a deterrent designed to keep the peace, not just win a war. The world is watching to see if it works. The Iron Wall is a sophisticated, multi-layered defense system, meticulously engineered to repel and disrupt any attempted invasion. Each tier is carefully designed to weaken, delay, and ultimately halt an advancing enemy force before it can reach its objective. The first layer is early warning. Satellites, high-altitude drones, and undersea sensors form a vigilant network, constantly monitoring the Chinese coastline. These assets detect the earliest signs of mobilization, instantly sharing real-time intelligence with US and allied command centers. The second layer is long-range precision strikes. As soon as an invasion fleet is detected, US bombers and submarines unleash waves of cruise missiles from hundreds of miles away, aiming to cripple or sink enemy ships before they can approach Taiwan's shores. The third layer is air and sea denial in the Taiwan Strait. Any surviving Chinese vessels must navigate fields of smart sea mines, endure relentless barrages of anti-ship missiles, and face fierce air battles as US and allied fighter jets contest the skies. The strait itself becomes a deadly kill zone, meticulously designed to shatter the momentum of any invasion force and inflict devastating losses. The fourth layer is logistics and resupply. Sustained defense operations demand a constant, uninterrupted flow of ammunition, fuel, spare parts, and food to the front lines. Dispersed, hardened supply hubs across Japan, the Philippines, and Australia stockpile vital resources, ensuring the Iron Wall can endure for weeks or even months if necessary. This logistical resilience sends a clear signal to Beijing. A war of attrition will not be easily won, and the defenders are prepared for a prolonged struggle. The Iron Wall's true strength lies in its layers, each one buying precious time, inflicting mounting losses, and dramatically raising the cost of aggression. It's a test of advanced technology, seamless coordination, and unbreakable willpower. The world will be watching closely to see if this shield can truly hold against the storm. Every layer is a message to the world and to Beijing. Taiwan will not fall easily, and its defenders are resolute. The Iron Wall is more than just a military plan. It's a solemn promise of unwavering support and determination. The cost of invasion is meant to be unbearable, a deterrent so severe that it forces reconsideration at every level. As the world holds its breath, everyone waits for the outcome, knowing that the fate of Taiwan could shape the future of global security. The Iron Wall's foundation is allied unity. No single nation can deter aggression alone. Only by standing together can nations create a credible deterrent, sending a powerful signal to any potential adversary. Japan is critical. Its proximity to Taiwan, advanced military forces, and the presence of US bases make it truly indispensable in the region's defense architecture. In a crisis, Japan provides not just intelligence and logistics, but also the defense of key sea lanes, ensuring vital supply routes remain open and secure for Allied operations. Australia, with its new generation of submarines and long-range missiles, projects power from the south, complicating China's plans and expanding the strategic depth of the alliance. Joint training, intelligence sharing, and strategic planning ensure seamless cooperation in high-intensity conflict, allowing allies to respond rapidly and effectively to any threat. The Philippines, under new defense agreements, offers vital bases near Taiwan for staging, surveillance, and rapid response, making it a crucial hub for Allied operations in the region. Even if political will is uncertain, geography makes the Philippines a key player, as its location cannot be ignored in any regional security calculus. US access there forces China to plan for threats from multiple directions, stretching its resources and complicating its military planning. Beyond these, South Korea, the UK, and Canada join a broad coalition committed to upholding international order, each bringing unique capabilities and resolve to the alliance. This unity sends a clear message. Aggression will meet not just regional, but global condemnation and coordinated action from the international community. The Iron Wall weaves bilateral and multilateral alliances into a formidable deterrent, creating a web of security that is difficult to challenge or break. A conflict over Taiwan becomes a global issue, not just a regional one, drawing in nations and people from around the world who have a stake in peace and stability. The stakes for Beijing rise far beyond military calculations, as the risk of global isolation and economic consequences grows with every aggressive move. The Iron Wall's strength is in its network, a living, breathing alliance that adapts and responds to new challenges. Together, allies transform deterrence into reality, forging a shield of unity that protects not just Taiwan, but the principles of peace and international order. Taiwan is the first line of defense, guided by the porcupine strategy, make invasions so painful that China is deterred. Taiwan shifts from big warships and jets to thousands of mobile, lethal asymmetric weapons, anti-ship, anti-air, and anti-tank missiles hidden and dispersed. Fast attack boats and drones swarm invaders, turning the island into a war of attrition. Civil defense is ramped up. Longer conscription, civilian training, and volunteer organizations prepare society for crisis. Domestic arms production ensures a steady supply of weapons, including advanced missiles and submarines. The message: an invasion means fighting 24 million determined people, not just an army. The Iron Wall's strength is also its risk. Beijing may see it as provocation, pushing them to act before defenses are complete. Alliances are fragile. Political shifts or economic pressure could fracture unity, leaving the US and Taiwan exposed. The risk of miscalculation is high. A single incident could spiral into full-scale war between nuclear powers. Modern warfare's speed and automation leave little time for de-escalation. Economic risks loom, massive investment is needed, and even the threat of conflict could trigger a global recession. The challenge: deter aggression without bankrupting the coalition or destabilizing the world economy. The Iron Wall must balance strength with restraint. The stakes are global, and the margin for error is razor-thin. The human cost is the gravest concern. A Chinese invasion would devastate Taiwan's cities, with missile strikes and urban warfare endangering millions. Taiwan's government strengthens air raid shelters, emergency plans, and hospital readiness to protect civilians. Evacuation plans and civil defense drills aim to keep society functioning under attack. The psychological toll is immense. War is a daily fear, not an abstraction. Humanitarian challenges would be staggering: mass displacement, disrupted services, and limited aid under blockade. The Iron Wall's ultimate goal is to prevent this tragedy by making war unwinnable. But if deterrence fails, planners prepare for the worst, because lives, not just territory, are at stake. Executing the Iron Wall brings dilemmas. US bases near Taiwan are vulnerable to Chinese missiles, so forces disperse to smaller, resilient sites, complicating logistics. Rules of engagement are fraught. How to respond to aggression without triggering escalation or nuclear conflict. Allied integration is a challenge. Different command structures and systems must work together under fire. Years of joint exercises help, but the fog of war is unforgiving. Sustaining a high-intensity conflict is daunting. China's production is vast, and modern warfare burns through munitions fast. The Iron Wall must ensure not just a strong start, but the ability to endure a long fight. Winning the production battle is as vital as winning the first clash. Every move is a high-stakes calculation on a global chessboard. The Iron Wall's true aim is peace, not war. Deterrence that makes conflict unthinkable. Its success depends on unity, credible defense, and the willingness to bear costs. But it's an untested gamble. Will alliances hold, and will China be deterred or seek new ways to challenge the status quo? Military deterrence must be matched by persistent diplomacy. Open channels, de-escalation, and trust building are essential. The Iron Wall buys time for diplomats, but cannot replace the hard work of peace. The fate of Taiwan and the region rests on this balance: strength, unity, and the hope that the wall never needs to be tested. The world's goal: keep the nightmare scenario hypothetical, not history.